Hey guys, I'm here today to talk to you about a new face mask that I have been working with for about the last month and a half, and that is by Caudalie, and this is the detox mask that they offer. I believe it runs for about $39, which to me is kind of a little excessive for a face mask. However, it just shows that it is that good. I was able to receive quite a few sample sizes for this. If you order anything off of the Caudalie website, they give you about 3 little pouches of trial product every single order, and it is free shipping. So whenever I ordered anything, I would get the little free pouch of the detox mask, and I loved it. It has pink clay, grape mark, and it has coffee in it, so it helps energize the skin and it tightens pores, and it is just delightful. So today I'm going to show you kind of what to expect when you put it on your face, how it feels, and if I recommend it for certain skin types, that sort of thing. So we're going to go put that on right now, and I hope you enjoy. Okay guys, so we are going to start putting on the Caudalie Detox mask right now. If my face looks exceptionally red, there is a reason for that. I do use the Olay Regenerist to kind of buff out everything before I put on any masks, just to help a little bit exfoliate. I don't use a whole lot of it for this purpose. I just put like a little pea-sized drop and kind of like work it in, and that way it kind of does exfoliate, and it is a good base before you put on any masks. So I do that, I rinse it off, and then I start applying the mask. And with this product, you don't really have to use a lot. A little does go a long way. Like I mentioned, I have been doing it for about a month and a half, so it does last a really long time. And like I said, don't really use a whole lot of it. You just do a thin layer. And I do keep it on for, the bottle says 5 to 10 minutes. I generally go about 10 to 15, just because I do want it to be completely dry on my face. And when you are putting it on, you do notice it does have a scent, which to me, the best way to describe it is it smells like Fruit Loops. And that's, to me, a good thing. To other people, it may not really be. So if you do kind of like the fruitier scents, you would probably really like this. If you are sensitive to smells, it may not be something that would work out for you, because it is kind of on the strong side for the scent. So I do a little tiny layer at first, and then I do add a little bit more to kind of thicken it up. And again, it's not something that I do use a lot of, barely anything on there. It kind of has that cooling scent, or not cooling scent, the cooling feeling to it when you're applying it. So you really do feel it, and it does dry relatively quickly when you are applying it. So obviously if you put more product on, it is going to stay that muddy texture longer. But if you only do a thin amount, it's not really going to be on there. And as you can tell, yeah, it does have a little bit of a pinkish color to it. If you apply a lot of it, it is kind of overwhelming. It does look like you just straight up got sunburned on your face. There's so much pink going on. But if you only do a little bit, it's not really that big of a deal. You wait about 10 to 15 minutes, for at least how I do it, and then you let it dry completely. And I will show you what that looks like here in a few minutes. So 15 minutes have passed, and as you can clearly see, it is now completely dry. And there are little tiny holes all over my face, kind of showing where your pores are and how everything was kind of pushed out. It is a detoxifying mask, so it is very tightened right now. Not tightened to where it's uncomfortable, but you can definitely feel it. The package does say for you to do this twice a week. I don't think that's really necessary, at least not for me. If you maybe have oilier skin tones, you might want to consider that. But if you have like dry, regular combination, I think once a week should just be fine. So I'm going to wash this all off and show you what my face looks like afterwards, and then I will tell you how I feel about it. So I have completely removed the mask from my face. You can tell that there are some differences in my complexion. I feel like it's a little bit brighter. My tones seems to be a little bit more on the even side. I did have a few blemishes that I believe are kind of decreased in size now, which is amazing. And like I said, the whole experience of it is just really soothing, and it's definitely very relaxing. Again, this is kind of more of a pricier mask at $39, which again, if you can, I would. But if it's not something that you are able to afford, it is something that you can think about. And like I said, you can get cheaper items off of Caudalie, and they can send you samples of it. That way you can try it out and see if you like it before you buy, which I think I had like 6 samples of it before I even decided, yes, this is something I need. And I do it about once a week now without fail, and it is just a really good experience. Like I said, it does have a smell, so it does smell like a very fruity, Fruit Loopy type smell. So if you are sensitive to smells, I would kind of maybe test out and see if you are able to put up with it before going the high price of buying it. It is a mask that I do recommend because it does kind of just close up all of your pores, and it does improve your complexion, and it really does detoxify your face. So I definitely would recommend it. The Caudalie Detox face mask is really well. The packaging is very sleek. It does have this like bamboo enclosure for it, which I think is actually real bamboo, which is kind of cool. So I would recommend it. The packaging's great, the product's great. You're not going to regret it.